Hey everyone, this is Marlene Green, the broker at Green Properties. I hope you had a phenomenal, 4th of July weekend. We really celebrated hard here. We had Santana Park putting off their beautiful fireworks display and bands playing and, neighborhood parties and pool parties. And it was just so much fun. So I hope everybody had a great time and, we're all back to work and settled in. But anyway, the reason for the video today is I wanted to give you a little bit of background about Corona. So after about 28 years of being in real estate, I have seen firsthand why Corona is a hidden gem, especially for our seniors. And today I want to share a little bit with you about what the market's doing, why people choose to call Corona home, and maybe just give you a little bit more tidbits here and there. So let's kind of get into it. Why people love living here in Corona. Beautiful parks, neighborhoods, great dining, walking trails, access to freeways, easy access to that. It's peaceful, it's quiet, great community feel, especially for the seniors, walking groups, faith-based groups, senior centers, and healthcare nearby. We have a really wonderful hospital, Corona Regional. They have, I think they're part of the Irvine hospital group. And so they have really done, a wonderful renovation on the hospital, really great staff. So if you haven't been there, nobody wants to go to the hospital, but if you have to, they're really, really good. So let's see, if you're thinking about moving out here, those are things you might want to consider. I do have a private group that is called the Seniors Real Estate Connection. And so if you're interested, if you're a senior, you might want to think about joining that group. I share all kinds of different resources and support. And so if that sounds helpful, I would love to have you join our group. So on to the housing market, kind of like a little snapshot. Currently, the average home price here in Corona is about $730,000. Okay, that's just the average home price. There are multi-million-dollar homes here in Corona, gorgeous mini estates and gorgeous estates. So inventory right now, it's really tight. We're not seeing a lot of people put their homes on the market, and the interest rates being almost at close to 7%. I think people are just kind of like waiting to see what's going to happen with the market. I wish I had a crystal ball. I'm hearing rumors and things of like maybe dropping down under 6%, so back into the 5s, so which would be really, really good. Maybe give people incentive to want to get out there and buy and sell again. But we just work with what we have, and so that's fine. If you're thinking about maybe downsizing, relocating, timing might be just about everything, so kind of like look at what's happening with the market. I'll try to keep you informed on that on a regular basis so you kind of know what's going on. Other than that, I think that we might have a really good opportunity for buyers and sellers, more negotiating going on and that kind of thing. Not so many like multiple offers like we had before, and it was more of a seller's market. So now it's kind of like an even market. Why is Corona like a dream for seniors? Okay, so affordable single-story homes, 55 and over communities, that's a huge plus. No stairs to deal with. They have garages to them, so you come in right in from the garage into your home, that kind of thing. And usually in those communities, you have all kinds of things going on. Pickleball, you have, people playing tennis, you have, bingo games, you have all kinds of things going on in the 55 and over communities, and they're well maintained and very, very safe. The other thing is their proximity to the healthcare and shops and community resources. You can go to the senior center, hang out for an afternoon. They have different events like where you can get on a bus and go to Solvang, or they'll bring in, like food for special occasions or, the different holidays or those kind of things. And it's really, really reasonable. They don't charge a whole lot of money. And, it's just fun for an afternoon for people to get out, play cards, play bingo, play pool, get together, hang out, make new friends. So that might be something that you might be interested in as well. It's friendly, it's safe, and it's active. Here in Corona, crime, I don't worry about it. It's just, I feel safe here. There's plenty of chances to, stay connected with people, still feel independent if you live in a senior community. I do work closely with, trusted vendors that can help people. Like if you decide that you want to move and downsize, I do work with vendors that I have vetted them, made sure that they are top notch. They show up, they do what they say they're going to do. And so I am very, very confident with that. So when I go into a listing appointment, I always offer like a whole list of vendors for my clients so that they can, pick and choose whomever they want to work with. So anyway, I think that is pretty much what I wanted to tell you about Corona, and just give you some kind of ideas on, what it's like living here, just in case you haven't, quite made up your mind if this is the place for you. But again, schools are, top rated. Police here are wonderful. Just so many different, community functions that they have going on at the, city hall and so forth throughout the year. And it's just a really wonderful community. People are so nice and just helpful, and it's just, they've got everything you need here. We don't have a huge mall, but we do have two good size, like Dos Lagos and the Crossings. And you've got Kohl's, you've got, Bed Bath & Beyond. No, they took that out. I'm sorry. They took that one out. You've got Ross, you've got Bath & Body Works, you've got all kinds of different things. You've got places to get your hair done, your nails, Target, just so many different things. Restaurants like the Wood Ranch. Oh, it's so good. So anyway, I would say, if you haven't thought about Corona, maybe come take a look, and I would be happy to take you around and show you some places and, get you acquainted with it if you're considering a move. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I'll be back with my next video. Take care. Bye.